Now members, we are going to see how do we calculate the number of students who are scoring either below a certain mark or above a certain mark, or the number that's scored below or above a certain mark or a certain score. So that's what we are going to see in this lesson. Or it can be a weight, cannot be, there can be weights, heights below this weight, above these weights, and so on. By now I'm focusing on the mark, but it's the same example that we can use. Now they are giving us, because below shows the mark scored in a certain more paper. This is how they are giving us. I think these ones we've been doing, how we construct a frequency table. But what I'm going to focus on now this time, in most cases you don't need this class. That's why straight away you start by drawing the class boundaries. Now I'm going to show you how we get there. If we just use the class boundaries to get the midpoint or the x. What we do is say you get this, and then you subtract off, then you get it, and then you subtract off 0.5 and add 0.5 here. They are having uniform classes. We are going to see next lesson what happens if you don't have uniform classes. So here the class boundary is 10 without. So now we subtract off, and so we get the class boundaries. Then to get x, here you just get this 10 plus this divided by 2 to get that. If you know the class boundary is 10, you add 10, then up to here, as simple as that. Now here they want us to get the variance. Variance always need f times x squared. When you square them, when you square these ones, this is what we get. Then this times this, you get the values there, this times this, because we also need the mean. After constructing that, I think substituting into the formula, you give the 3 decimal places. This was also 3 there. 3 decimal. I mean for decimal places, always. Don't forget there, always, you put there the units. So these are marks. So we have seen these ones. Now, our focus. Standard deviation is the square root of variance. The square root of this is what we have there. Now, let us focus on how do we get the number. So if the pass mark was 55 marks, find the number of students that failed. Mean that those who failed, they failed to hit the pass mark. It means they scored below 55 or from 54 up to 0. So now what we do there, you get the mark we are talking about and define which range is it falling. So the mark we are talking about here is 55. Which class is it falling? So that it's falling in this class. 55 is falling in this class. What's the lower class boundary of that class? The lower class boundary of this class is the lower class boundary is 50.5. 50.5. Then plus the number is what we are looking for. Then minus the cumulative frequency before of this. The cumulative frequency before is 30 over the frequency within. Our frequency within is 14. Then times the class boundary or the class interval, which is that. So there when we simplify, after simplifying that everything, when you take this to side, you get take this to side, you get so we shall get 4.5 equaling to, now when you multiply this in, this 10 in, you get 10 n and 300 now all over 14. And so from there our n will be, when you do everything, you multiply this side. So we have times 14 plus the answer I'm getting is 36.3. Now when you get this value, it means that they are above 36. It means that you give the next integer. So therefore, the number of students are going to be 37. So you indicate that 37 students failed. If they ask for a marker below, a weighting below, a height below, then n you get is the number. You give it to the next integer if it's not a whole number. But if they say above, you get this number minus the total. If there's above. Now here, this is our answer. Whenever they say something below, that's our answer. Now, for part D, the one students who scored above 65. So our mark here is 65. So we shall substitute there 65. Now equaling 2. The lower 65 is in which range? It's in this. Now 65 is in this. The class boundary, the lower class boundary is 60.5. So here we are above 65 marks. We use the same formula, mark the lower class boundary. Now it's falling in this. The lower class boundary there is 60.5, then plus. We get our n, the mark we are looking for, times minus cumulative frequency before. The cumulative frequency before is 44 over the frequency within. We have 8 times the 10. So doing all that adding the let us see what we shall get. So here I'm having, when I take this side, so here we are having 0.4 equaling to 10n minus 440 the whole over 8. After this times this, you get that, then this 8. So multiply this there, you take this, then you divide by 10. Times 8 plus 440 divided by 10. So my n here is going to give me 47.6. Now here my n will be 48. By now, this n is the number who scored below 65. So these ones are below 65. Below 65. Now those who scored above 65. Now for above 65 marks, we get now the total number, the total minus the 48. The total number of students in that class were 60. So we get now 60 minus the 48. And then you simplify that, I think we get a 12. So 12 students. So that is the difference. For above, after getting this n, now we subtract from the total. We said when you add all these ones, the number we get is 60. Now, how do you check whether you're right? So you come in above 65. So it's a mark 65 and above from here to here. These are the number of students. When you add these ones, you get 14. And then when you add these ones, you get 14. And this will be 16. You see, it's closing. But why is it above this one? Why are these ones 16? Because these ones are starting from 60. This class was starting from 61 to 70. They are those who scored from 61 to 64. That's why the number there is bigger than this one is below. But that's how you check. How do you see that these ones are now who scored below 55? Where is 55? So that our 55 is in this range. Below it. Below, so there are some here in the 54, 53, 52. So you start when you add this is the start, and this is going to give you 44. Now, it means that that mark is goes to this C. So that's how you check. So that's it. But some questions may be crazy enough. They will ask you, find the number of students maybe that scored between 60 and then 55. That one now is the easiest. But that one they have not seen it yet. But think about it also. So above 65 marks. That's the formula. Orange. What this n is the number you are down. This n represents the number below. Let me indicate it here. N number below. Number below that mark. So n is always the number below that mark. So be always careful. So that's it, members. I wish you the best.